spam your own shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
See, like, but with the art, first it had the clicker. You put it right over top of the heart. But since I updated, let me show you. Hold the hearts like this and slide your palm up and let it go at the same time. So yeah, all the hearts is on.
Oh, that's tight.
Right. And you see your shit running because I would hurt me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. So.
To this banger y'all about to get.
That's real. No, I need an extendo over this one.
I'll sit back with my nudeness.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not nude.
Okay, those just the pants. Yeah.
It's the pants. It's the pants.
Show them the pants.
It's the pants. It's the pants. It's the pants.
Yes, it's the pants. So yeah, about to get into this discussion. All right, so pretty much my first topic was relationship statuses. All right. Nowadays, it's so many different statuses that you could have, from complicated to that's
dating.
That's my girl. We talking.
And I'm single.
Yeah, I mean, like that's my girl could mean so many different things. You know what I mean? Like, we exclusive. It's so many different titles that people are trying to say that they have or don't have.
But what I don't understand is, and this is like, and it can go for a man or a woman. When a motherfucker say they're dating, like, if you're dating, is that dating exclusively with one person, or dating with several people?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that right there with dating, even like when you get into it's complicated. It's complicated. You get into, are y'all still together or you not? What's the in between that y'all are not explaining? Like, y'all got that history or y'all don't got that history?
So as far as for history goes, when you just meeting someone, do you establish what you want them to be? Like, do you say, okay, you know what? I want this to be long term. Or is it a feeling out period before you realize, okay, do I want this long term? Or do I just want some, you know what I mean? Quick, wham, bam. Most of the time, women, if they want to deal with you, they see themselves with you longer term than for a man.
And that's true. I can agree with that. I'm a woman. And stuff. If you're meeting someone, a woman brain process, and I'm not going to say all women are like this. Some women want the quickie. Some women want we'll see where it goes. But when you get to thinking and stuff, and you're spending time with each other, and y'all are having sex and talking and texting and sexting and everything else under the sun, eventually over time, feelings are there. Not saying that the feelings is, oh, I love you, but a feeling like I care about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I had this discussion the other day with a gentleman that I met, and he kept saying, men can go without feelings. I said, that's a lie. I said, you mean to tell me if you met a female and y'all have been dating for 6 months, and then that 6 months turns into a year, and that year turns into a year and 6 months, and then 2 years, feelings are involved.
Right. And so a lot of times people will say, oh, that time turned into that time. Time does fly. I'm telling you. It's like you look up and
right.
Y'all been talking from 2 weeks and now it's a month. And then it's,
And
2
then
months.
It's 4 months
Exactly.
and 3 months.
And that's because we get so used to routine. Once you
Right.
get into that routine of being around someone, knowing someone for a period of time, they kind of become, part of your routine. And any
Exactly.
changes in that routine, you start to feel it. You realize it as soon as it happens. It's like, hold up, you usually, you know what I'm
The good
saying?
morning Texas, good morning, how you doing?
Yep.
How your day going?
Hmm.
And just talking throughout the day. That's that routine that after time,
It gets
you be
boring. Yeah.
like, yo, this is normal.
Right, right. And so it goes from being normal to being boring to being, I don't even do that no more.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how do you keep it where it's okay? You know what? This is what we doing all the
My
time.
thing is when it comes to dating and relationships, if you have to be open, that communication has to be there. That thought process has to be there where both of y'all walking in, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want or I want to accomplish after so much. And I feel like that's just like saying is I've been knowing you what, a year and some change and stuff, if we meet and we have that conversation like I want it on a friend level. And that's where you know what I'm saying? Then you know how to carry your situation.
Right. But if you don't have that conversation,
Conversation.
then it can be whatever for however long.
Exactly.
It's not
But
like, it gotta be said, okay, this is this and this is that. Sometimes you can avoid conversations.
and yeah. And I don't disagree with that. Like a lot of men and women go through this, avoiding conversations that need to be had and are not being said. But it all falls back down to you meet someone today, and then by February, y'all got months in. Then you look up, here is another 6 months. Feelings are attached, and it's not a feeling to say, oh, you mine, I love you, but y'all, that's a unspoken thing to me. Especially if y'all know y'all exclusive. Now, if you come out a female and be like, look, I just want to date and we see each other when we see each other, we talk when we talk, and y'all not texting all the time, you know where it is and you know where it stands.
Hmm. Yeah, but if that relationship were to say become more of a, we're talking more, we're calling more, that kind of relationship can transform into
To a
a
relationship.
relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it goes without saying a lot of times. Is what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, it's not what you say; it's your actions. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, true. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, in the situation I'm in, like, it's been a year and some change.
And what was your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was 8 years. I was young. Um, and me and him, like, we really went through some stuff. But at the same time, we stood by each other. We hung in there, the arguments, the fights. Neither one of us strayed. Neither one of us downed each other. When one was doing bad, the other one stepped up. Like our relationship was so solid. I literally, I met him when I was a virgin. We was together 3 years before we even had sex. This is how open our relationship was. I told him, I said, if you got needs, I'm not meeting them. I would buy him condoms. I knew he was fucking bitches. And not to call it, you know what I'm saying, excuse my potty mouth, but that's just how I looked at it at that time because I was young and stuff. And one thing that I can say is the very first time that we did, he threw his whole cell phone in a lake while we was going to the Poconos.
Wow.
and got a whole new number and cut everybody off. You're not gonna find something like this. Now that's something I can say. I love him, and now we're the best of friends. He's married with children. He's my best
Salute to
friend.
you, sir, whoever you are. And I mean, my longest relationship, 10 years, was like from when I was in high school all the way to an adult. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like 17 to 27.
You
And
mean 1809 when you was born?
back when, look, back when they had snake games.
Yeah, right. We was carving wheels.
Okay, flip phone era. You hear me? All right.
Right.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Way back when. All right, look. But yeah, it's one of those things. That's what I'm saying. 10 years goes by, and it's like, you know, you grow apart, you grow together, you grow apart. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like that's a part of it. And so, you know, I feel like everybody has to go through it.
But some people don't, because some people suppress it and keep their blinders on to the point where it's mind control, it's damaging, and it's like you don't want to let go, or you don't want to see that person. Like, it's an obsession. And that's what really makes it sad, because it wasn't no communication up front. Now, you do have the men and women that lead people on to make them think this is what it is, knowing it's not.
Right.
And that's why I say, in that type of situation, people get hurt. And it becomes physical. It becomes serious to the point where injury, bodily harm, everything is done.
And so, I mean, out of the circumstances where you see relationships lasting, what do you think the main factor is that keeps them together?
Communication.
Being able
And
to
trust
talk.
and honesty and being able to have conversations. Everybody, nobody's relationship is perfect. Show me every perfect relationship. I lie to you, not I would give you a gift card to Ruth Chris. Nobody has a perfect relationship. If you look at it, even the stars, Cardi B, Offset, no perfect relationship. It doesn't matter how much money you got or who you with or whatever. Money can't buy happiness. And the money can only buy you certain happiness, which is material things. It can't buy you trueness and what you're feeling and what you're thinking.
Yeah.
What would be the number one thing that a man would want when it comes to a relationship?
Number one thing a man want is peace and just being able to have. I mean,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's part of it. Because it's like, if I gotta worry about where I'm gonna get my sex from, you know what I mean? Like, in a relationship, it's like, why be in that relationship? I can worry about that by myself. So it's like, if
no.
right. You want me to worry?
NBC, no.
Oh yeah, get a toy. Yeah, you know, go play with yourself. Type
Back
shit.
that ass up.
That's what I'm saying. If she don't want to back that ass up whenever, or she not as horny or doesn't have those urges like me, then it's not gonna work. You know it from jump. If it's one of those, let's have sex on Tuesday type shit. No, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
I'm
might
not
wake
waiting.
up to it.
Yeah, I want to wake up to you sucking me off. Like if I can't wake up to that, if it's not like that, then it's not worth to. Like, most men don't want to tell you that. They don't want to say, look, you can You know what I
You can
mean?
cry about all that.
And
But not, I'm talking about, but that's the same thing with a woman. Sometimes a woman want to wake up to the head, to the rubbing my back and like
yeah,
sucking on it,
exactly.
like
And that's what I'm saying. If
and
you
stuff.
if I could say that I'm gonna guarantee that that will happen if you fucking with me. But I don't know if it's gonna happen if I'm fucking with you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the not knowing part. Like if it's not matching, you know what I'm saying? Like if my feelings towards sex is too much for you, or makes you feel like, oh, you're perverse, or you know what I mean?
Shit, we
That's
talking about real
excessive.
shit. They don't want to bring nobody in here.
Excessive. So if it's excessive,
So,
then I'm not. It's gonna be too much.
okay. So with that being said, say like if you was to meet a woman, say an hour ago, and you have sex with her 2 hours, does that change your male's perspective of that woman?
No.
Does that change? Like, oh, well, you gave it to me in 2 hours without, and I just
Do
met
I
you.
do I question whether it was my game or whether she was easy? Yes, of course. Any man who if you meet a girl and then 2 hours later you fucking her, you thinking you the man, yeah, at first, but then you kind of question it, or is she a whore? You know what I mean? Like a slut. You know what I'm saying? It's not like necessarily, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm the man. I got her in 2 hours. And then another nigga be like, oh nigga, I got her in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know what you're basing it off of. You're thinking,
Like,
you know,
ain't no fun in the homies can't
right, right.
ain't no
Like,
that. But
I
see,
hit and I
that's
didn't
the
even know her.
thing.
Nigga, you just brought her through and that was that. You get what I'm saying? Because that does happen. It's not like, you know, a lot of times you feel like, okay, if a woman wants dick, she can get so many different dicks, so many different places. It is no question in her mind where she can find it. She knows where she
True,
can go
that
get it.
and that's true because like
She got motherfuckers
I'm
in
a
the friend
woman.
zone right now that she can
And
just call
but
up.
it ain't even about that. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm dating or if we're in a serious relationship, I do have male friends that I've been knowing for years. And it never was about sex. You see what I'm
Right, but
saying?
they always did say that they
But
would
they
hit.
could be thinking it, but they would never tell me
Right.
because we never crossed that line because I used to play football with them, all of that.
Yeah,
Like,
because you never crossed that line with them. But you gotta realize women are the gatekeepers of sex. And
I,
men are the gatekeepers of relationships.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, it's
So if I say, yeah, look, we can be exclusive, whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand,
yeah.
you are actually holding both cards. That in that type of relationship. That relationship is me agreeing to something for you. Because you can easily get
But why gotta be something for me? Why it can't be something for both of us?
right.
Why it can't be something? Okay,
It's
we're both agreeing, and this is something for both of us.
okay.
Regardless if it's
What I'm saying is
because I'll cook all day long, I'll clean all day long, I'll wash your clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'll get down to the nitty gritty when it comes to it. But at the same time, it falls back on if the chemistry and the communication is not there. The sex chemistry could be there, but the communication chemistry is not going to be there.
right.
Like, it's a disconnect.
Okay. I feel you on that.
A doesn't make minus, and minus doesn't make A because it's equal.
Okay. I feel you on that. So you saying, okay, even if y'all have good sex chemistry, if y'all can't talk and get it, you know what I mean, get into real deep conversations, then it's not gonna work.
I'm not saying that it's not going to work, but it's still some disconnection there.
All right. So
And that's not
my
saying
theory is
that, hold on, that's not saying that it's not going to work because things can work if you want it to work.
and that's my theory. You can make it work with whoever, however you want it to work.
Yeah,
If
it's
y'all
on the level
communicate
that y'all are. It's on the level that y'all are on with each other.
that's real.
That's like having a pro and a noun, a con. You know what I'm saying? a con and a pro. Like relationships can be tricky, and I'm just the type of person like if you know you're not ready for a relationship and you want to soil your royal oats,
So
be
your royal.